Well, hello, everyone. I'm so glad to see you here at our December Zoom Marketing Cafe for Lions. It's just wonderful to see you here. And I'm your host, Linda Birch, and I'll be guiding us through our session today. But before we dive into today's exciting presentations, let's take a moment to check in. I'd like to hear a little bit about where you're coming from in terms of your district and your club, and also what what you're struggling with, or what you'd like more information on in future sessions. So you can either type it in the chat of the Zoom if you're a little bit shy, or if you're willing to pipe up. We'd love to hear from you, and you can introduce yourself because we have about 10 minutes while everyone is joining and coming on. Let's hear a little bit more from you and what you've been challenged with in marketing for your club. Who would like to go first?
Okay, I go.
Okay. Hi, Lydia. It's good to see you
Hi,
again.
how are you?
Great.
Thank you very much for putting this on Sundays. I know we are in a busy week, but I could not wait to make some room to sit here and listen in, because you really put good classes. My name is Lydia Petrov Jones. I am from District 4L5, my club, North Fontana Lions Clubs. And at this time, I do not have this year any position with the district, but I am the MD4 diabetes chair and the district diabetes chair. We still have our famous E-Club on the website. So I'm really interested to see how can we do better our website. If there is any easier platform, because I tried in the past another platforms and I got really busy and I couldn't even get on it. So I'm still an E-Club type developed by the platform from LCI. So that's it for me.
Terrific. And then Sean Monin says he is from Patterson, California, District 4A1. And our biggest challenge is getting the community involved and interested in our projects. How to improve our reach in social media and your website. Those are very good questions. Who else has Lion Marie Dollar? Tell us where you are from and what you're interested in learning more about in the future for marketing your Lions Club.
Okay, I'm Marie Dollar from San Martin Lions, District 4C6. I am our club secretary and LCIF coordinator for the district. And I'm still struggling using the computer. So I'm just trying to get better acquainted with computer use in general. So
understand. I will follow up if I have your email. Did you receive an email about this?
Yes.
Okay, I will reach out to you and see if you want to, because I can show you some wonderful shortcuts thanks to a special chat GPT that was developed just for Lions alone. And it will make your work so much easier. I cannot even tell you how much I love this thing. You'll like it, I swear. So I'm going to reach out to you, and maybe I'm more than happy to set up some, a special time with you just to go over anything that.
Oh, that'd be great. Thank you.
Actually, that's a brilliant idea. I'm gonna, as soon as we get off, I'm gonna, because I've used ChatGPT for how to build a new club in Morgan Hill, how to build a new, things like that, and it's very good. And so, but I've actually, I was a club secretary and I know how to use my LCI, and I was very adept at it. And now that I'm a district governor, I'm having a lot of trouble with a new portal. So I'm going to, after we get off the call, ask ChatGPT how to use, how a district governor should use ChatGPT. It'll probably give me a very good answer. So.
And then Marie Chris Benitez, I'm not sure if I'm saying your name correctly. Please come on and tell me if the correct pronunciation. From District 4C6, the marketing chair. Yay, another marketing chair from a district. And now you're from Milpitas, and you're also the LCIF Oh no, I'm reading the wrong thing. Anyway, from Milpitas, and you're the Executive Lions Club president. I'm sorry about that correction. Is there anything specific that you're interested in learning today about in the future? Any subjects that you think would really help your club?
Actually, I'm working with the district also, and
Okay.
there's some clubs that don't have like websites and everything. So I wanted to, because we ourselves we have an e-club, but I wanted them to also just learn that e-club for now.
Yeah.
But I haven't used it for a while because we have our own website. So that's the thing that I think I have to like refresh myself to be able to give it out to them. Because one time, long time ago when it started, we even have it during our cabinet meeting, how to join and how to do it. But now I think it's also important for them, since some of them, they don't have social media, and encouraging them to be like even Facebook or whatever. Yeah, those are the things that I wanted to like, especially the smaller clubs. That's what our district is looking for, like 20 and below, clubs that are 20 and below, and then they wanted to have more visibility in the community, and to be able to have like service activities that they can put in their social media activities.
True. You're going to love today's presentation with our special expert because she makes the E-Clubhouse shine in a way that actually I've kind of neglected up because I have a fancier website. But I think it's also very important to make our E-Club websites really work, because the thing is, a lot of people, different clubs, they may not have a lot of tech expertise. And the E-Club website really serves its purpose. I even find that even when I type in my Solo Lions Club, often the E-Club website, it still comes up above us in the search engine, which is interesting. And so when people are looking for your club, it will often go to you have one, whether you use it or not. And so it's just important for you to use it. And then you can also make it look so much better than I realized. So our next guest, Armida, she has actually inspired me. She's going to walk us through how she makes hers look so awesome. And it's a way for you to also copy that. So, or well, not copy, but to be inspired and do your own thing. So I think that's probably a good setup for, we're a couple minutes early. Are there just a couple more, any other notes, or are we ready to get going with Lion, with our next presentation? Let me see where we are. Okay, well then, without further ado, Lion Armida Leon is with the Norwalk Lions Club, and she has one of the best E-Club websites I have seen, and I am just really excited for her to show you how she does what she does and how she uses it to kind of also share her social media in a very distinctive way. And so please, without further ado, let me hand over the screen to you, and let me share the screen with. Oh, I forgot. So do you want me to have you? Do you want us to be doing some screen sharing?
Yeah, I'll be screen sharing.
Okay, let me get over here and turn this over. So I'm going to stop the share. Okay, and then this is one of those footings. And so then I'm going to have you share. So. Okay.
Yeah, you'll need to turn it on.
Please go ahead.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday and happy holidays. I was out at our tree lighting yesterday and kind of sort of lost my voice today, but hopefully we can get through this. All right, let me see if I can share my screen. Okay. Do we see it? Is it there yet?
Oh, I see it. Yes.
Okay, great.
Can you make it bigger?
I can try and zoom in.
Or let me just minimize the people are.
Can you all see?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that looks
Yes.
good now.
That's great.
Okay, great. Alrighty, so I am Ramita Leon from the Norwalk Lions Club. I'm the marketing chair for Norwalk Lions Club. And just to chime in on Linda's question, thing I struggle with is backup. Backup for all marketing management, all of our social media accounts, all of our posting, checking the website and the email. That's we all I believe all marketing chairs can say that we struggle with that backup piece. But for today, I have our Norwalk Lions Club of California website. We do like to use the E-Club site only because it is free. It is free of charge, and we don't have the resources we'd like to actually throw our resources at more service than website management, right? And the eClub website is as easy as it gets. It is very simple to use once you've set it up. There's not much management that goes with it. I'll also teach, if I have time, in the interest of time, I'll try and go over some of the most important pieces quickly. But if you have questions, please chime in as I move along. This is our website and what it looks like. I'm going to take us to the Lions E-Clubhouse and where we sign in. If you don't have an E-Clubhouse or you haven't established one already, you can do so well, Linda, I believe you can probably chime in on this piece on how they can go ahead and ask for their E-Club website. I've tried the link here and it's no longer working for new users. So you would log into your main interface. And really the only two pages that you will be working on is the manage pages of your account and perhaps the manage my account here. If we go to manage the account, this is where you'll see all of the information that pops up on your eClub site when someone looks it up. So for example, this here, the meeting information, that is what you see here. So anything that you type in here is what is used for your eClubhouse. This can be changed at any time and updated. I updated it this morning to, we've had changes in our location, and so I've updated to say what, how you can find us and that our location has changed. And that is immediately updated onto the website. And so one of the other pages, most important pages, is here, the manage your page. Now I say that the eClubhouse is very simple to use because it already has the pages set up for you. You don't have to worry about creating the actual web interface. It's already here for you. It gives you, looks like 5 static pages, which means these pages don't go anywhere. You can't do much to change them in terms of how they appear here. Let me know also if I'm going too fast in terms of how they appear here. So these are the pages that you're allowed, which are here, the static pages. You have the option for optional public pages, and those are here. These you can change. You can change the name of it to reflect. I think what we did, I'm going to switch back and forth. We added a club history page and a membership page. Here, these are our optional pages, right? Club history and membership. If you look over here, this is where you choose what to show and what to hide. So I'm choosing to hide our calendar at the moment because we're using our Instagram page and our social media pages for all of our events. I found the calendar on the eClub page a little bit too cumbersome to keep updating, especially if we already have social media. If you have Facebook and you're putting your events on Facebook, if you have Eventbrite and you're putting your events on Eventbrite, then you can forego the eClub calendar page. So I'm choosing to hide
Question,
ours.
question.
Go ahead. Yes.
So the empty pages or the optional pages are the only ones that we can manipulate to put any kind of extra information. And they
Yes.
will show up on the front page.
Yes. So, and I'll show you here.
Okay.
For example, our membership page, I went ahead and named it membership. And this is where I have a little bit more information of what it means to be a lion. For you, however, it could be something else.
Else, yeah.
Yeah, it could be something else. Oh, where'd I go? I'm here. The club history page as well. Here, it's currently under construction, but this is where we plan on putting a lot of our history. We're a 78-year-old club, and so there's a lot of history that we hold. And there's a lot that can go on this page, including links. And so that one's under construction. The static pages, which are your home page, right? This one. So what you can manipulate is the look of it here. So all of this content that you see here is what you can manipulate. What you cannot manipulate is this little bar down here and your sidebars. So this is static. This stays the same. This will, for the most part, stay the same, except for the pages, your optional pages that will show up here in however you may name them. Your meeting information here, that will also change according to how you dictate it on this page. Again, if we move forward, the club projects, that is something we're currently showing. We're not showing our photo gallery for the same purpose that we use our social media for our photos and our galleries more than we do the E-Club. So E-Club we use as more or informational, and it holds our applications, and a lot of the who we are is stored here. And also people like to find you on a website somewhere. It legitimizes you, right? And so the club, the E-Clubhouse serves that purpose for us. Also the contact page, contact us, is live. So you'll see that we, there are some that we're hiding that we choose not to use. And of course, this is for your members. This is a member only section. We're currently not using it as much as we should. I haven't actually dove into what we could possibly do with it, only because we use Google for a lot of our communication, Google boards and Gmail, and of course our meetings. So we haven't quite used that as effectively as we should possibly. Okay, so now if we're going into the look of our webpage, right? This is our homepage. So whenever you land here, and like Linda said, the E-Clubhouse is the first thing that shows up for us as well. If we Google Norwalk Lions Club, it's the first thing that shows up even before our social media pages. So it's good to have your E-Club, even if you're going to direct people to your social media or perhaps another website. I would definitely advise that you keep your E-Club webpage up to date, and looking possibly if you can get it to mimic your other webpage, so that you keep on brand and you keep consistent. I would advise that we add some information here, even if it's to direct whoever visits somewhere else, because it is the first thing that shows up on any Google search. All right, so here we are. This is our homepage. This is where we explain a little bit of what we're doing, who we are. We have a few links here linking you to our social media. These are active. We have here where we link you directly to our applications. You didn't find what you were looking for, not a problem. Go ahead and email us, right? And if I select it, it will come up. It will bring up Outlook on a different page. It'll bring up Outlook and let you email us.
How did you put the application page here? How
So,
did you add? Is that added in one of the empty pages or
yes,
just on the
it
main
is
page?
added. So I'll show you now. If we go here, if I were to say, hey, I want to edit my live page, this is where we would go. And editing your live pages is really as simple as adding pictures and text. That is really all you'll ever do. So the pictures that you see here are manually added through a picture image, right? If I say, hey, go ahead and upload an image and add it to my website, I put my cursor wherever I may want this picture. Let's say I want to have it follow this paragraph here. And I say, hey, let's add a picture. I would then go and upload my picture from wherever I would have it. So I choose a file. It says, yes, go ahead and let's promote our eyesight event. Here we go, open it up. Now here you can open it directly or you can send it to your server. If you send it to your server, it means the E-Club server will hold this picture for you for future use. So like, let's say in this case, I want to use this picture for future pages or other pages. I'm going to use it often. I send it to the server. And that way, if I ever want to link it to anything or upload, I'm sorry, here it is. Where is it? In advance, I can go grab it from the server. It doesn't disappear. Now here, this is the kicker. This is something you'll have to play with depending on the look, on what look you want for your website. So this I played around with too often because some of the, there's a certain look that I wanted. And this is where you either increase your link and your width and say, hey, I want it to be 90 to 60, 9 by 6. And you see how little it makes it. There it is there. Let's say I want, I want this to be a little bigger. And that's how it'll show. And this writing here is just a sample of the text and how it'll appear, how the picture will appear versus the text that you have on your website. Let's say I want it to be really big, right?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That'll be huge. And of course, it'll take up, if you say that'll probably take up your whole page. But let's say I wanted this on the page. Let's click OK. And I'm going to preview how that looks on my website. And there it is. Right? Mm-hmm. Now let's say I want it centered. I want it centered. I'm going to go back to editing. I'm going to find it on my website. And I'm going to go here and possibly edit it. Looks like I can move it to the side. I can write. I'm going to put it to the left. Let's say I also want to add some text. Right? I want to make it bold.
So the application is a photo, is a picture, is an image, or is a link, or is a PDF? The application.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Linda.
Oh, so when you put in a link to a document, it could be it could be either a link to an external link, like to the LCI application, or if you had your own special application, then you can upload that to the server as a PDF, and it would be your thing. But I'm sorry to,
No, it's true. Linda's correct. So that was just how to place an image on your website. If you'd like to load an application, you go here, right? You link. Now I can link a website. I can link a URL. I can link an email. And I can link to I can anchor it on the text. So I can write in a text and have that be my link, which is what I did with applications, right? You'll see application and that's a text, but I've anchored it. I've linked it. I've anchored my link to that text, if that makes any sense, right? And so here, I'll show you how we'll do this. Yes. Do I want to close? I think I do. So in this case, I just want to show you how you can manipulate your text here and the different, the different things that you can do with it when you're writing in your text for your website. Then we'll do a link here. Oh, we'll go here. So this here, this is essentially just text. How I get it to link is by using this here. So I can get this, I can make this a link by going here. And I can say, you know what, I want this to link to our Instagram. Right? And if I click OK, and if I preview, it'll show you what I've done. And I can test it and see where it takes me. And in this case, it took me to our Instagram page.
So you linked it with the LCI web page. That's what you did. You copied the application from there, from that link, and you link it in the main page. So people can just download it from LCI and fill it up right there on the spot,
Yes.
correct? Okay.
Yes. In our case, for our applications, you can link it. You can link, like, let's say this is the eyesight. The eyesight application. I can choose that. Oops, sorry, let me make sure I have it highlighted. I can link this to something that I've stored in my browser, right? I've stored our PDF. Let's say we'll take this one. I've stored our PDF application on our server. I've linked it there from the E-Clubhouse.org server site. And I said, okay, now I'm going to preview it. And if I test it, it should bring up the PDF for us. And here it is.
Yeah, there you go.
So in your case, if you have an application that's stored on a different website, or you have it in PDF form, you can always link it to whatever it is you may write here. So you choose, if you choose to say LCIF application, write it down, highlight it, and then link it to wherever you may have your application. So let's say I am not satisfied with my edits. I can always come here and just delete them. Or I can choose to say, I'm satisfied with it and I publish it. And once you publish it, that's what will show on your website. So like, just in the interest of showing you here. Let's make this, let's preview it. And I'm going to go ahead and publish it. And so if I were to go here, it's now live. Okay. And so at any point, I can just come back in and go to manage my page and say, hey, I need to edit my live page, and go here wherever I would have wrote it and just edit.
Delete. Oh, it is.
Yep, delete it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Of course, you're welcome. Yeah, so in terms of the pictures, so for example, this, I did this on Canva. If you don't already have your free Canva account, I recommend that you go out and you grab your free Canva account for your Lions Club, because it is great. It is so useful. Here, let me show you here. This is where we create all of our marketing material. And this is where you can create your pictures for your club. Yes. Lydia, that's beautiful. I'm looking at the Lions Diabetes Camp, someone's background, something like that. You can create any documents you like. If you want to create letterhead, if you want to create marketing material, if you want to create videos, your business cards, update your logos, that is what you can do on Canva. There is a free account. There's free accounts for nonprofits. Please make sure if you don't have one already to create one. For us, we have several projects, but we also created our brand on Canva. And so if I go here, I have stored our logos. I have, it also helps you grab the colors from your logos so that you're consistent with your branding. If you see here, I've decided I want to use this particular font for all of our Norwalk Lions Club material. I have projects here where I hold everything and anything that we're doing with our Lions Club in terms of our images. Our holiday posts, our programs and our projects. That's all here. I have marketing templates. And so here's where I created our banners for all of our social media. Our E-Clubhouse is reflective of what we do on Facebook as well. So
I tried to sign up for that free Lions Club Canva account,
Mhm.
and it required LCI to validate that we were a club, a 501. We are a 501c3, and they never did. And so Canva denied us twice because
Oh.
LCI never validated us.
But you can just sign up for a free account, a free
Yeah.
Canva account. You don't even have to go through, because that's what you're talking about, is like to get more like higher level
to
stuff.
get the pro.
Yeah. Because it's so light, because these anyway, so long story short, get your free, just go sign up for a free Canva account. You don't have to be a charity or
And
an
one
organization.
one point of order, and that is most Lions clubs are 501c4s.
Correct.
That's what we're set up as by Lions Club. To be a 501c3, you would have to have, your club would have to have their own 501c3
Correct,
account.
we do.
Yes.
And I submitted that letter showing it, but they still needed LCI to validate that we're a Lions Club.
Really?
Yeah.
And they did the same thing with Rio Linda and with Prado Laguna Creek. They would not approve it when both clubs are 501(c)(3) and have their own.
Wow.
And
Wow.
we still got denied because LCIF would not approve it.
That's
I'm
strange.
stumped.
Because it doesn't cost them anything to approve it.
No.
They said that
And-
because we would be underneath their designation, they only have so many free accounts and they couldn't approve it.
Oh,
And
That's
Canva
awesome.
wouldn't take the documentation from the bank. They wouldn't take letter from both presidents on either both clubs. I've submitted like 5 or 6 different types of documentation and denied me on it.
Wow.
well,
Thank you for sharing that.
Sure, I just wasn't paid for it. I just said.
Well, again, you can get a free account. You don't get like a lot of like free automatic resizing. So it's just something, but it's a little bit annoying, but I was impressed by the number of free media, like free graphics that you can get. And at the same time, if there's some that you really like, you only have to pay $1 for that particular graphic if you can't find another one like it. So you can just sign up for Canva for free and just get a free account without having any authorization from any other organizations.
Yeah. So the only ones, for example, just to help Linda out with that one. So all of these, if you are creating a post, all of these would be available with your free account. The only one that wouldn't would be this one with the crown, right? Because that's for pro users. But you'd have access to all of the ones that don't require that pro account. And there's plenty. There's a lot. And that for that one, you don't need to validate that you're a nonprofit or a C3. It's open for anyone. So that's where we create all of our imaging or our pictures. And all I do is just upload the picture onto the website. And that's why it'll look like this. All of this here is really just up to you and how you want the website to look. If you go here and you're updating, oh, did I change? I did switch pages. Sorry, I'm here.
Scroll down a little bit because
Yes,
I really want to,
will.
because what you do with your causes and the different logos are just, it's excellent. It's just chef's
Yes,
kiss.
so thank you. Yes, this we tied. So we tied our club, obviously, right to the Lions International causes. And this is what we focus on in terms of vision and hearing. Actually, we now have to update it. And we've tied this application for the free glasses. We've tied it into the text. And so if you're interested in applying for free glasses, it brings up our PDF so that you can do so. Some of these here will either take you to the website of the foundation that we support. So if you want more information on that, for example, here we support the Lions Eye Foundation. You want more, it says here, select the hyperlink to learn more. You can do so and it'll take you to their website.
You are brilliant. Oh, this is just awesome.
I know.
Awesome.
Yes. She inspired me. I'm like, oh, I've got to go really jazz
I
mine
thought I
up.
had done well. No. This makes mine look sick. I need to really up my game.
Thank you. But yeah, you know, we support Camp Teresita as well. And so it'll link you to their website here. It really makes, and I'll tell you, it really makes it look like we've done a lot, but it's really just pictures. If you can get your pictures how you want them to look, and you can get the text, I use Chat GPT as well, very frequently, almost I'd say all the time, to help me word some of these things. Yeah, you get the wording down and how you like your website to look, and the rest will just be a matter of updating your application, updating your links, coming in and checking on your links every once in a while, ensuring that they still work. This one here links to our Google form, right? So it doesn't link you to a PDF, it'll link you to our Google form. This one here will link you, I believe we have a PDF here, but it'll download it for you. So there's several different options. One takes you directly to the PDF. One downloads, in this case, it's a Word document, so it downloaded the Word document for you. And in this case here, it linked you to the Google form. Same thing for our application for cat spay and neuter program. And this is also created in Canva, and it provides you with, this also has to be updated because we've added a new Google Voice phone. It'll give you our contact information. And I just want to take you now to our, is it the
Armida, one question before you go on the cat.
Yes.
So that was the picture that you have in Google form. Do you have the ability, if somebody signs up or donate or something, to submit? So when you put it in Google form, are you actually making it shareable to everybody? So if they get it, they can submit the application, or how are you doing that?
So for Google form, what I have found for Google form, and we're going back to possibly the PDF, because we have found that Google form, if you don't have a Google account, it'll force you to get a Google account. And some people don't want one. And so then it kicks us in the butt, right? Because that person will just not apply at all. And we hope that they go back on the website and find an alternative, but it's too much to ask sometimes for people to do. And so we are looking to do away with connecting folks to our applications in Google Forms. So I will say that. This one has been one of those because we haven't gotten too much. We weren't getting a lot of applications for this cat and spay and neuter program, though we were getting calls for interest. We weren't getting the applications. And what I figured out was it was the Google form that was deterring a lot of people, because if you don't have Gmail, then you can't fill out the Google form, and we essentially don't get it. So we went back to PDF on this one.
So they have to do it manually. Do a PDF,
yes,
and then submit it via email.
Yes,
Okay.
submit it via email. Yes, and we do have that. We do have that disclaimer or that additional information on our forms that say, please,
Okay,
you
gotcha.
can submit, you can scan and submit by email, you can mail it to us, or if you see us out and about at one of our events, feel free to drop it off. But yes,
Awesome.
you know, we were trying to go high tech with the Google form and it just didn't work in this case. I'll
Great,
bring you
thank you.
also here to, was it club projects? Contact us. So this is our contact us site. And this is where we link you to all of our Gmail. You can call us, you can contact us. This is the fill-in form, which is also a Gmail form. Again, you run into the same thing. If you don't have Gmail, then you can possibly just email us, leave us a message. But we do connect everyone here to all of our social media. So I wanted to bring your attention to the link tree only because this website address doesn't work, right? It doesn't work for everyone. It's too much to remember, too long to remember. And so though we want to direct people to the website, we have found that the best way that I can do this, because I can't change the E-Club long address. The best way that I can do it is, instead of giving people this website address, I give them our Linktree account. And I'll show you our Linktree account.
That was my biggest drawback from the e-house.
Yes.
I did not know how to do it. So this is really good now.
Yeah. So we link everyone to our Linktree account, which is where we have, again, all of our information. You want to visit our website? Here's the link. Visit our website. You won't ever have to remember the long E-Clubhouse, E-Clubhouse something.org dash. So we link you here and it'll take you to our website. We link you to how to become a Lion. The Linktree actually has a form that they have for you. And I'll show you Linktree in a few. We link you to our vision screening application. So this is kind of a shortcut for us. And the good thing about Linktree is that there is a QR code, so you can print out the QR code, have it at your events, and it's the easiest way to link someone to whatever it is you want to link them to, right? So in this case, I link them to all of our services. Yes.
How did you get that Linktree?
So Linktree is a free site. Let me go. Let's go here. You can also get your free Linktree account. Mind you, Norwalk Lions Club loves everything that is free. There is very little that we are paying
I
for.
was just gonna ask you, where did you find it, Armenia?
There is very little that we are paying for in terms of our marketing at the Norwalk Lions Club.
How do you spell Linktree?
Yes. So yes, good question. Because Linktree has this awkward spelling, right? It's link tr.ee. Here, I'll put it in the chat as well.
Yeah, I was looking at it on the page and I couldn't read it. So.
So you actually give them the Linktree instead of a website.
Yes. We
That's
have the
awesome.
QR code. Yeah, what we'll do. And so this is the admin interface, right? Where you add in all of the links that you'd like to show on your Linktree. And this is where you can preview how it's going to look. So in this case, we have linked our applications, the arts, vision screening, how to become a Lion, visit our website. We also have support the cause, which links you to a given fundraiser at the time. And so here's where you could test it. We also have here linked. It's a one stop for everything, right? We have our Instagram, our Facebook, our email, our LinkedIn. Everything is here. You can go ahead.
And how did you put that Linktree into the website?
So the Linktree is, let's go back. Great question. Let's go back to manage the pages. And the Linktree is on our contact us. You can have it, of course, be wherever you'd like it to be on your website. For us, it's on how to contact us. And I believe, let me check actually if I have it in the beginning. I go home. Okay. So see, now I realize I now have to update our front page to show our link tree. So this could be a perfect time to do it. I'm going to go to home. I'm going to edit that little piece that I saw. Now, I like to show the icons. I need to go and grab a picture of Linktree so that I can add the picture onto my home page. Linda, let me know how I am on time. I'm totally not keeping track of it.
Oh, you're fine. I think this is really important. And so let me think, we're at 2:45. So maybe if we could wrap up maybe in 5 minutes so I can get in my Eventbrite pitch.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So really quick, if I were to, where is it? Oh, it is right. And this is just something really quick. I'm going to grab this little picture here. Don't mind me.
Yeah, you gotta put the icon first and then link the
Yes.
icon with something else.
Yes.
Isn't snippet great?
So, right? So I'm going to go
It
ahead.
becomes your friend real
It does. You snip everything.
I do
everything,
too.
everything becomes snip worthy all of a sudden.
Right?
Let me get this one. And so in this case, I can send it to the server so I can grab it later. I'm in the interest of time, I'm just going to go ahead. Oops, sorry. Oh, I was supposed to link it. Send it to the server. There it is. I want it to be a little bigger. I'm just going to play with it. That's too big. That might be too big too. I forget. Usually I've got everything written down on how big the other ones are just so that I can mimic it. But in the interest of time, I'm just going to go with this, right? So here it is. I'm highlighting it and now I'm going to link. Now, in this case, I need to have my link for Linktree. I go to share and I go grab my link here. And then I come back and I'm going to paste it. And I'm going to say, okay, let's preview it. Yes, it looks beautiful. Let me try it out. Oh, it's working. And so I'm going to say, you know what? Yes, let's go publish it. And you publish it and then it'll be active on your page. If you're not ready to publish, you can save as a draft and always come back to, you know, your work in progress, or you can go back to editing, right? And so that's how it would look.
This is
awesome. Yeah. So
Linda, we're going to be looking for the recording.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, and like I said, it's a once you get everything established and you have the pictures how you want them to look, you have what you want to say here, you will never have to, at least no, not never. You will very infrequently have to come here and update a lot of the information. Really, it would just probably be your projects if you have more projects to update, your contact information. You know, keep it update. I update our location often. I update our contact information often. The calendar events, I try and use it frequently, but like I said, social media takes up a lot of this. So all I did was add this. There you go. Linktree. This is what we've got going on. So there you have it. Any questions?
Wow.
Thank you.
I'm loving this a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, and if you need help with Canva as well, I'm happy to come back, Linda. You know, I think I've voiced it. I'm okay with that as well.
I love, yeah, I could talk about this all day. Thank you
Right?
so much, Armida. That was fantastic.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
I think
Thank you, Amida.
there was a request. Somebody made a request for you if you'd be willing to share your tips and tricks if you'd be willing to share your contact information in the chat, that would be
Yes.
lovely. Great.
Yes, yes.
All right. So now I'm going back to doing a presentation. Next up, I'll be
I will
talking
stop
about.
sharing.
Oh, great.
There you go.
There. And now can everyone see my new screen with secrets to making your free E-Clubhouse website shine? Is
Yes.
that shown? Okay, great. All right. Well, again, thank you, Armida. You're just one of my favorite presenters, and
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. So next up, I am going to be talking about, what am I? Oh, I'm going to be talking about adding, now I'm going to take you step by step through a demonstration of how to create and promote. Let me do this. Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. How to add an event to Eventbrite. We'll talk a little bit about why you would want to do that as a Lions Club for some of your events, whether it's for service or for fundraising events. Remember, an event isn't just about fundraising or providing service. It's also about building connections, raising your visibility in the community and introducing people to the great work that Lions Club is doing. I'll also share a downloadable guide with step-by-step instructions, and this will be emailed to everyone on our Zoom Marketing Cafe list along with the link to today's recording. So let me get into my next, so let me pause this for a moment. Oh no, not pausing, because then that would stop the recording. So now I need to stop the share for a minute, and I think I have to go over to my other screen, which is where I have the presentation. So we're going to share that one and add, and here it is. On this one, I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of the steps. You will all be emailed that one. And let me make it a bit F11. Okay, and it's, how do you make it big? Oh, slideshow. From the beginning. And see, one of these days I'm going to be so good at these presentations. So now, can everyone see the Solo Lions Club Friendraiser Casino Fun Run? Okay,
Yes.
great. Awesome. So this is this is what I'm going to be doing today in a minute, and you can copy these steps. Also, you should know that in between setting up this slide, I kind of decided not to call it a fun run, because some people might think that there might be some running involved. So I've retitled it a little bit, but this is your step-by-step guide to setting up your event for Eventbrite, for selling tickets, or even just doing some free things. How you do this is, first you will sign in or create an Eventbrite account, and I'm going to show you how I do it on Solo Lions and why I do it. So you would visit eventbrite.com, and you would log in or create an account, and you click create event to begin setting up your event. This is then you enter the step 2 event details. Now for mine, we've retitled it, I can't say Harrah's right, but Harrah's Resort Day Trip, which is what we're doing. You add the location, you set your date and time, you write a compelling description highlighting the key activities, the fundraising goals, and schedule. And the nice thing about this is you can do that all on the new ChatGPT for Lions, which incorporates the language that we use, and then you just have to tweak it a little bit. So then after that, this is where it comes in handy, which I did this a little bit in advance, like a cooking show. So I have the event cover image ready to go to upload when we walk through the Eventbrite listing. The event cover image is the kind of the banner that Eventbrite will use for your event. It looks very exciting, and it will be shown to the public. And in a way I use Eventbrite is also when people are looking for things to do, a lot of them go to Eventbrite. So if I want my thing, I want my Lions event in front of them. So the best event cover image for Eventbrite is 2160 by 1080 pixels. And, a ChatGPT suggested a casino theme, which I've actually incorporated into the graphic, which I created through Canva. I've already done an event, well, actually a logo for our Lions Club. I've already created an account, but you will have a club, your club logo or your branding, that will be by 600 by 600 pixels. And it also suggested an optional short video, which gave the dimensions of those, showcasing the event highlights. And actually on Canva, you can often do some free videos, which are kind of interesting, entering those parameters in. So you might want something that's a little bit more generic, or maybe you're going to upload videos from past events to show why people should be interested in your event. So on this one, you want to be thinking about who is going to be coming to your event and why, and what is your purpose for getting them. And I'm happy to discuss that when we get into the creation in just a moment. The next step on Eventbrite is you'll create tickets. You can create a single ticket type, or actually you can create different ones. You identify the quantity that you want. So I've thought about that. I'll explain the parameters that I'm using when we set it up, I'll tell you now. Our goal for this event, we're doing, I'm calling it a Friendraiser. The real purpose is to create prospects and leads and connect with people and make friends in the community. So, and it's also a fundraiser, because when we get 50 people together on a bus to go down to Harrah's, they pay us like $600, which is for our foundation as a charity. So, but then you're also responsible for paying for seats that aren't filled. So my goal is I need to fill a bus with 50 people. And I want to have enough Lions on there so it isn't just a straight out casino bus, because on the way down there, they have TV screens and you get to put in programming to tell people what you do as a Lions Club. So it's a little bit of a sales pitch. It raises money. I'm going to get prospects. I'm going to be inviting those people in the future to future club meetings that might be of interest, to future service events. So that's the real purpose of the event, is actually to do something exciting that's just fun. And we'll also be doing karaoke songs on the way down. So again, I can do up to 50. I can do it like a second 50. And the reason I like Eventbrite is because you can also make a wait list. So my goal is just to focus on the 30 prospects that I want through different organizations, and then also open it up to the public, and then keep 20 kind of Lions, so I keep some, control or order, so it isn't a complete free for all. So I've set the price, and I know market, whether it's free or it's marked, I'm going to have it be $15 per seat, which is, very, very affordable. And oops, I forgot. I went down too far. Page up. And yeah, so I'll enable the waitlist and optional donations, and you can also set the information that you want to get. So you'll customize the registration form to gather your attendee information. You'll connect a payment gateway. Oops, there I go again. And you can also, through this, you can allow additional donations for fundraising. So particularly if you were just doing more of a straight fundraiser, if you're really raising money, it does give you the option for people to donate to your cause without, if they can't attend, which some people will do. And then you do the event promotion. So once you've got your event up, you use engaging bullet points to highlight the activities. You add a strong call to action, get your tickets today, and you share on your social media platforms using hashtags. And then you preview the event on your desktop and mobile. You publish the event and share the link, and you promote through email, social media, and newsletters. And hopefully you've created something that has a really fun title, or something that really grabs the heartstrings, so it really gets people's attention. And that is the end of the slideshow. So I've gone really fast. So I'm going to go through the demo, but feel free at this point as I'm going. So I'm going to stop the share on that one. Let's stop the share. Now I'm going to go to, so do I have any questions before we dig into the
What was the best payment, PayPal or Zelle? What is the best way of getting the payments? Or you can put them all?
what happens is, well, for the first $600, you don't necessarily have to put in any banking. Well, okay, this is how you do it. It will, they can either, there are two ways to do it. One is to give them Eventbrite your banking information and set up a payment schedule, and they will actually, you know, every so often send money to your bank account directly. The other way is they will also, I think they still also will mail you a check, but obviously that takes a few more days. But there is a catch to that because they don't want to be in the money laundering business. So they can only do that up to $600 in sales. And then they're going to ask you for some documentation to verify that you're an organization, that, you know, some tax information. So then they know that they're not breaking the law and that you're not breaking the law. So just be prepared to know that. I'm hoping to get into that category soon with our Lions Club. So on that one, they already add their credit card fee, and then you can decide whether you want to pass that on to your customer or if you want to absorb that. Because sometimes people will think too much about the ticketing fee, and if you just include it in the pricing, then that helps them get over that. But that's something for you to decide whether you want. Another thing that I'm doing for this particular event is I'm using a payment structure called from Zeffy.com. And that is also a payment processing that especially for nonprofits. And so if you have a nonprofit, you can go through Zeffy because they don't charge any credit card fees, any fees at all. Now, I don't know, then that what they do is they ask people to give them a tip. And I think a lot of people do give them a tip because they're in business still. I don't know how, but so I'm experimenting with Zeffy. I've heard about them before. I didn't really believe it, but I think it's true. So those are two options for you. But Zeffy, again, you have to be a 501c3. If you're just a Lions Club, then you might want to stick to Eventbrite. Okay, and go from there. So let me see if I've got the right thing up. If you can see oh, here we go. Okay, oh, escape. Oh, okay. So here we are with the Soul Alliance Club. This is our generic page on Eventbrite. When you create an Eventbrite account,
You're not sharing.
You're not sharing.
oh, I'm not sharing. Oh, thank you. Okay,
We're seeing everybody but your.
Okay, let me get back on the. Let me think. Where's my Zoom? Oh, here we are. Zoom. Where is the share? Share. There it is. Okay, now I'm going to share, hopefully the right screen. Let me think. Oh, there it is. Okay, thank you for letting me know that. Okay. So I'm starting off with just showing you what our, can you see the screen yet now? Oh, here it is. Okay. I think you should be able to see it. Okay. So so when you create a Canva account, and what I do for a lot of our different accounts, whether it's for our social media, our club forms, you know, often I think most of you by now will have your Gmail account for your club that is kind of a shared thing that people can use. So I also use a shared email, the same one for both for our Canva account. So later on, if somebody wants to access it, they can. And I also use the same Gmail account for our Eventbrite account. And so on this one, you'll create an account and you'll do a little background information about you, and they'll guide you through that. But let me now just go to Eventbrite. Oh, am I logged in? I thought I was logged in. It says I'm not. Okay, let me do this again. Sorry for the delay. Are there any questions while this is opening up? Oh, there I am. It is, I'm logged in. Okay. So on this one, I am going to go to manage my events. I'll just go to that page. Oh, there it is. Or there's create an event at the top. And what's nice is you can also repeat events. So, and it gives you an option. You can either start from scratch or you can create your event even faster with AI, which can be kind of fun. But the last time I did it with AI, it gave me a beginning image that didn't quite work because I was looking for volunteers from the community to come cheer on Special Olympic athletes, and we call that fans in the stands. And so when I input that information in the event with AI, the image, it will actually create an image for you, which is really nice. But the image it did was kind of really weird, and it was like people were at a real game or something, or it just looked weird. And so, and then I couldn't get rid of it. Like I could put up other images afterwards, but I just never was able to delete it. Now, maybe I could have in future, if I'd stuck with it a little bit longer, but from now on, I usually start from scratch, because then I can control what is going on. So you'll upload the video and or the video of what you have. On this one, I haven't done the video yet, but I have done, because I used those specs from before. I've already created my image that I want to use, and it should be in downloads. Okay. Yep. Okay, I'm going to save that. So I've changed the title for public purposes. So now I'm calling it a resort day trip. So nobody thinks that they have to run anywhere. It's all just relaxing and a little bit of gambling for people that like to gamble. And so on this one, I did call it, where did I do that? Okay. Can you see when I go over to the ChatGPT page?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey,
So,
Linda, the $15 really covered everything for you?
well, what I'm very clear about saying is it only covers the bus down there and back. Like everyone is like whatever you choose to do down there, it's on you. Like if you want to go, they have a swimming pool. Yeah, but that's all. And then we get all that. So
That's cheap, yeah.
yeah, but again, the commitment is we have to fill 50 and they have to be down there for 5 hours.
Gotcha.
But you know what? Some people like I hate gambling. I really hate it a lot. So I just can't imagine going to a slot machine. But they have like a really nice swimming pool, and so maybe I'll just go down there to support the cause. And they have other things that you can do. So it's like it's a low effort event where I'm going to get like a lot of email addresses and people with disposable income. And I'm also going to promote it in waves, where first I'm going to make sure that parents or families of Special Olympic athletes know about it, because in case they also want to become Lions, then I'm going to let them know about it. And then I'm going to go to, maybe I might meet up with a meetup coordinator who's looking for things to do, because I think meetup is people are looking for friendship, and I think there's an overlap that we can do. And so then of course I'll be marketing this more publicly, but I'm really going to be pushing to those two groups first to fill up those first 30 seats. And then I'll throw caution to the wind, and it's just going to be anyone, but I will fill up those seats. And then at the same time, we get money. So, and I'm positive I can fill 50. And what we also might do is cross promote it with the local Whittier, the other Whittier Lions Club, the East Whittier Lions Club. And so I'm confident that I can get like 20 Lions and 30 interested people. And I could even get even more. So it gives me a wait list. So that's my excitement. So the event title is going to be, so you got Hurrah's Resort Day. Oh, I've got to, suggest a summary. Oh, I'll let them do the title. So the date and time is going to be, it's going to be January 18th. And it's going to be at 10 o'clock and 7 o'clock p.m. I'm going to say actually at 9:30 a.m. because I'm going to have a check-in time. And even then, I know people will be late. I'm going to start checking it at a little bit earlier. But, my one fear is that I'll forget we'll forget everyone. I'll forget someone. So I don't want to get in trouble. So the check-in time is going to be at 9:30 a.m. Okay. And then the location, and I've got the location is going to be that one. Well, and that one, I guess I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to put her. Technically, the location is going. I'm going to be putting later on the meetup location, and then maybe I'll put that in an email. But I do want the excitement of, hey, we're going to I can't say it. Harris. I don't know why. That's the one I really have. So here's the section where you so I've got a really good. So I've got everything covered here from the lovely ChatGPT, thank goodness. And so I get to copy and paste. This saves you so much time. You don't have to write. You don't have to. So here we go. Yeah. Control V. Yeah. It's got little cute emoticons. And I think also, in the ticketing, so here we have the tippity. So here I have the departure where it is.
I like how he puts the icon already too.
Yes, I don't really, I need the bullet points. Oh, Control Z.
Yeah, there's not much that you have to do with ChatGPT other than validate the information is correct. Please do. Yeah.
Like I'll go back later. I'm going to tweak this a little bit, but then, so.
For social media posts, go ahead, sorry. I was going to say for social media posts, it'll add the hashtags for you. It does everything. Yeah.
And up here now, I'm going to go up to, okay, I'm going to take that, save and continue, and add age info. I'm going to probably make this 21 and over. Wait, what time? Can I check in between it? Oh,
you should make it 21 and over because they can, unless they are not planning to gamble.
Yeah, there's an age restriction. It's 21 plus. Great. Is there parking at your venue? There's free. Well. That would I'll work. I'm going to send that in an email when I do confirmation because obviously we're not going to meet at Harrah's. I don't know. Okay. Time before. What time can they check in? 1 hour before it starts. 1 hour. And you can even do more things. You can do an agenda, but that's I don't want. So that will save and continue. Oh, and then that's when they'll take you the ticketing options. Right now, I'll just say it's free, but then later on, I'll go back and fix it just so that you can kind of see what it looks like. Now on this one, I'm definitely want to make sure I get everyone's telephone number, their mobile number specifically, because I don't want anyone going on that bus without me being able to contact them, especially as we're leaving, because I'm going to be checking everyone in and checking everyone out because I don't want to leave anyone behind and get phone calls. So I'm going to make sure I'm able to talk to them. So create new tickets. Now these, these are other ones where I did volunteer things. So they were all free, But on this one, I'm going to start with a blank slate. So you can copy tickets from past events. If you're doing things like if you were doing a vision screening, I would probably put it on Eventbrite. And I'm going to say this one is free for now, but later on, this is where you would be able to do your general admission and create a website. I mean, and create a waiting list and everything. That's what that would be under advanced settings. This is where you identify the people, where you identify all the extra forms or information that you're going to get. Oh, that's under order options. Let's just save, oh, the quantity available. Let's say I have 30. I'm going to save this. Next. Yeah, for this one, I'm definitely going to just keep it to one bus because this will be our first such event and I don't want to lose control of everything. And so on this one, I could preview. So now we can preview the event. It's almost ready for publishing. I'm probably just going to save it right now after the event today. And I'll save it and then come back later and fix it. But I just wanted to give you an idea of how easy it is to set up. And again, you could do it. I've even had sold tickets to a club meetings without even a really exciting topic. So if you had an exciting guest or something coming to speak at or present at one of your club meetings, you could put that on your Eventbrite and sell tickets to it. People will buy tickets to a club meeting.
How do you promote it to social media? You will just send a link to the social media and say, these are the tickets to the resort trip?
Yeah.
Or you send it to specific emails?
I'll be sending emails. I'll be putting it on social media a little bit later. First, it's like I'm going to want to give first dibs to Special Olympic contacts.
Okay.
Anything went to do with our Special Olympics because we're a specialty club. And then I may go out and try to find a social media influencer or some other through Meetup or somebody who is always organizing events, because I know those people are usually looking for friendship. And I think Lions, that's one thing that we have to offer. It isn't just service to the community. We are actually a good friendship organization.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try that. And then after that, I'll just go to the public. And then, I could be getting some.
The reason I ask is because you said you can do your vision screenings and, put this event in Eventbrite a vision screening, and then you need to send it to someone or put it in social media so they can sign in or something.
Yes and no, because the thing I like about Eventbrite is people will go, first of all, it will do its own search engine for you. And when people are browsing events, like then suddenly you're in a community calendar. Like you should put this not just on Eventbrite, but then you should also list it in public community calendars. I'm not going to need to because I'm going to be able to fill these seats. But for a vision screening, there's no reason for you not to put a vision screening on Eventbrite, because people are they look for everything on Eventbrite. And it's a matter of putting your thing there. Because on social media, often you're going to have to pay Mark Zuckerberg to get your information out there. And you don't have to. You can put on Eventbrite. You can make it easy. Now on Facebook, they also have a ticketing link. And I think you can still ticket directly through Eventbrite or Eventbrite. I mean, it links to Eventbrite. You can Facebook, you can link to Eventbrite. But if I remember correctly, also when you're creating your event on Eventbrite, it will ask you if you want to create this event on your Facebook page, and it will create a Facebook page. So you don't have to duplicate it. And then you'll also know, which I highly recommend, you should link your social media to your Eventbrite pages. And that is my story. So yeah, so you can also make a video, you can do all kinds of things. So to me, Eventbrite is a really good place to start with getting your information in front of the public, because again, social media is great. It's kind of a time suck, and unless you're going to be putting money into it, or it's really just for public posturing or for having your information out there, but at the same time, you have to, on Facebook is pay to play. So if you're not, you know, which again, it's good money when you're advertising, but you have to think about what the return on investment is. So that is my story on putting, I highly recommend putting events on Eventbrite. So, and that's how you do it. So I'll send you the step-by-step guide. And it also, remember, it's intuitive. And also, if you go to that ChatGPT Marketing to Grow for Lions, you can also put in exactly what you want, and it will help guide you, and you just tweak what you want until you get where you are. Let me see. So let me think, stop the share. And now let me go back to my other one. Let me think. I don't know the rest. Oh, then it was just after this, it was just a Q&A page. Yeah. So anyway, somebody, before we we have just a couple more minutes, 4 more minutes. Somebody had asked about BlueSky versus X versus Twitter. Is that person here? Maybe not. Okay. Does anyone have any questions about that? The question was, they had asked what my thoughts were on BlueSky, and I don't know if any of you have thoughts on it, if you've been trying it. And they were asking if X was even worth, trying anymore, or, and so I wanted to see what you thought. What thoughts, anyone?
I'm on both. I'm on X and I'm on BlueSky. What I am finding on X is it's becoming more and more politicized, is in conspiracy theories. You're walking a real tightrope in political between two different thought patterns. One is more radical, which is becoming more and more X, formerly Twitter, and those that are more science-based and fact-based and just normal everyday folks, whether Democrat, Republican, independent, doesn't matter. Normal thought pattern is what they're considering it, has moved over to BlueSky.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of companies that heed the negative news towards their persona within the public, abandoning X very quickly, and BlueSky is just growing leaps and bounds.
Yeah. Because I love Twitter. That used to be my second language. I loved going down in the public square, but I also loved that you could get on these wavelengths and find your people. Because like if you really cared about special needs, there was it was like being on a radio wavelength, and you could find them. It was great for organizing. It was great for also organizing in your community, and how you did that was through the magic of lists. But it has just become not fun there anymore.
No,
for a long time.
And a lot of people are abandoning X to move over to BlueSky, and those wavelengths and those that you can connect with the same thought pattern or just organizations and events that you're all looking to connect and be able to organize for. I'm finding that more on BlueSky than I am on X.
I was so excited that they have lists, because I've also been on Threads, both for our district and for the Solo Lions Club. I've just been trying out the BlueSky to see how it worked, but Threads, it was kind of controlled mayhem, because it didn't let you do the lists, which I thought
it was clunky. It's clunky.
It's so annoying. It's good for storytelling, and I find it's good for the sassy persona, if you can have one. So I've actually developed one for our district, of the kind of a cool, sassy lion that does really cool things. His vibe is really SoCal, which is kind of fun. But and then I put in some of our things. But I am kind of more interested in BlueSky because of the listing. But I've been stepping back from Twitter for more than a year. Unless I have to for my professional accounts. it's not a place, because social media is also about listening. It's not just about posting.
Yeah.
And I just don't have fun over there. And to me, it's just life is short. Social media channels are coming and going. Don't get too invested in anyone, because they get taken over. And you need to be able to have fun when you're doing that's my story. So yes,
I have a question. So I'm not, we're not, I'm gonna say we're not on X or Threads and Twitter. We haven't used the Twitter, but BlueSky, I hadn't heard about it. Does it function? Is it like a Twitter?
It's
And
like
then
Twitter.
find it-
Yes, it's exactly like it. Well, I shouldn't say exactly like. The people who are running X prior to being taken over by Elon Musk started BlueSky as a child to X. They were attached at the time.
Oh,
Just as Elon Musk was taking over X, they split off and became their own company. When things really started going haywire with the political issues that have been happening in the last couple of months, BlueSky became literally, everyone started leaving X and moving over to BlueSky, because that's where the thinking was, that was where the collaboration was, that's where you could express yourself without being
what it is
having issues. And I'm trying to balance carefully politically, because I have my own thoughts, but I don't want to influence anybody either way.
Yes.
It's all due to social preference.
Yeah.
I don't feel that X will do Lions International and Lions Clubs any due justice. I see that happening more with Threads, Facebook, Instagram, BlueSky, as it's skyrocketing well past X at this point in time.
Now, do you find that it works for the club, and is it easy to manage? Because I'd hate to.
It is very easy to manage. It is very, very easy to manage. I'm just now setting up BlueSky for Prado Laguna Creek. They are still stuck in the Stone Ages, so I'm still trying to get the Facebook pages going for them, and the E-Club, and setting up the link tree, and getting that all taken care of. But as I'm doing that, I'm looking at, okay, we just don't need Facebook. We need younger viewership. So I'm looking at BlueSky, I'm looking at Instagram, I'm looking at Threads. And some of these you can link together, so when you post on one, it posts on all of them, and you're done.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about it. I like being able to interact very quickly, and within a short period of time, and get those answers out to those that need to meet up for that event. It's great for that type of advertisement. I'm just steering clear of X at this point. It's just, I don't see it actually, like Linda said, it's not as fun. It's becoming more and more toxic way of thinking, and I don't think we need that in Lions International, but that's my own feeling. Somebody else who's dealing with it and loves it, that's great.
Well, I've been doing QAnon for a while. No, I'm teasing. So yeah, I totally.
Good to know. Thank you.
I think I will do a BlueSky for our account, because again, it's the list feature, because then you can dial it, because you can dial in your favorite reporters or your favorite local media. You can have as different communities come in, so then you can always kind of be tuning into them specifically.
Exactly.
And then get your word out, because so I think it makes sense for us to do one, maybe at least for the district, if not for a specific club, all things considered, because again, you don't want to spend too much time on social media. It is just social media. And I say that as a professional, but it comes and goes. And so
it's a tool to be utilized to the best of your ability to enhance your club. But your club's presence within the community is your ultimate goal, and making sure that So what's the, apologize, I'm trying to think on my feet here and sometimes I stumble. Being present in the community and doing the good works within the community, and that word of mouth is the golden rule. Everything else is icing on the cake, and you use that to your best ability to enhance that.
I agree. So actually, with that said, I think Threads is kind of a waste of time now for because you've already got Instagram, and Instagram you can post directly to Facebook. I like TikTok a lot. I don't think it's really going to go away in January. And I like TikTok because it makes you do really cool graphics really fast that you can cross post
Agreed.
on Instagram and Facebook. And you also get really good impressions for it. So that's the story on social media for the day. And yeah, and you can link your Instagram and Facebook, and you can even put your your link tree in Instagram. So whatever you're saying that you need, because Instagram doesn't let you do links in the things, but you just say link in bio, and then everyone knows to go up there. So this has been a fantastic exchange. I want to thank everyone. Does anyone have any more comments before we sign off and I tell you about just where I remind everyone about our next Zoom?
I have a question.
Yes.
So with the, you were mentioning that LCI has some kind of chat feature that, so do you have to be a secretary for your?
No, everyone can use it. It is so free. ChatGPT. I put it up earlier in the chat. Can somebody else put down the link to the ChatGPT or to the, I wonder if I put it in here.
No, you put it in the chat. I'll go grab it.
Grab it again.
Yeah.
Specifically, that's the shortcut to it. And I'll follow up with a link to the rollout of it, which is on YouTube. And that kind of explains there are two ways to use it. I use the marketing side, but there's also a way to grow clubs. It tells you how you start up clubs or marketing to grow, and there's some to grow. Anyway, there's two ChatGPTs. I use one more than the other. So for the next one, I'm going to remind everyone that we are going to be talking about, I'll just do this. I'll send this. It's, so we're going to be developing a club marketing plan. We're going to talk about that next week, and it's easy to do now with ChatGPT. And I'm going to be talking, and we're also going to be talking about submitting your club entry to the LCA marketing contest. That's due by February 1. I'm hoping everyone here will put in an entry of some marketing thing that they've done since September. I really want to see someone from California, one of our clubs, win it. So in the slides, I have a little bit more information about the LCI Club Marketing Contest and some links to the marketing resources. And that's about it. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone.
When is the next meeting, Linda?
We always meet on the second Sunday of each month. And so the next one, I don't have my calendar in front of me. Oh, yes, I do. Second.
The 12th.
Yeah, January 12th at 2 o'clock p.m. And it's actually the exact same link. It's always the same meeting ID, and it's always the same code. So if you want to, you can even save that in your calendar, and you'll always be in. So that is today's presentation. I'm so happy you stopped by. So thank you, everyone. And thank you very much to Armida. I really appreciate your presentation. It was so awesome. You inspire everyone.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Y'all enjoy your Sunday.
You too. Thank you.
Linda, can you stay on one quick second? I need to pick your brain on some things.
Sure. Absolutely.
Thanks.
Great. I'm going to stop the recording so that we can